What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Trust Your Journey channel podcast. I'm gonna be real with you. This is my second time recording this video, and I was gonna wait till after I worked out, till after I showered, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be real here. I don't need to dress up. I don't need to do all these things. And I told you before, I'm here to be real with you, so here we are. So, what's up? Welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about that you have the power to change your life. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to change the direction of your life, what you do with your life. I think that so many people think that no matter what they're doing in their life, that they've been doing it for so long, that they have to continue to do it for the rest of their life and just lead down this path of absolute and utter misery because they've been committed to it for so long. And the reality is you don't have to. Even if it's the reverse. So the opposite of that, if you just started something and you're like, oh, I just started this thing and I talked about it and now I have to be about it and do the whole thing, and then you realize oh, this is not it. you can change it too. You don't have to stick with it just because you said you were going to. It's not necessarily you going back on your word, it's you recognizing and realizing that this just ain't it. This is not for you. And sticking with something that's not for you makes no sense. If something that you're doing makes you unhappy and you stick with it just because you feel like you have to because it might prove something, get that out of your head. Get it out of your head. It's not true. You do what makes you happy. And if that means that one day you're like, oh, I'm gonna go down this way, and then halfway down this way you're like, oh, and then you change it, that's fine. Just continue doing what makes you happy. Or change what you're doing to make it something that makes you happy. Also, just a side note, I hear all the time people saying oh, you have to do one thing. Just do the one thing and focus on the one thing. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what one thing means. I love doing so many different things, and not to sound braggy or pat myself on the back, but I'm good at a lot of things that I also love doing. So I do all of it. I love art. I love helping people with health. I love this. And I'm doing all of it, and I feel so fulfilled because I get to do all of it and nobody can tell me that I can't. So here we are with that. So yeah, do what you want. Do what makes you happy. And the other thing that I wanted to kind of tack on to this topic was that your mindset about these different things, your mindset in general, matters. Your mindset always matters, but it matters what you fill your brain with, how you're filling your brain, and by that I mean the people that you're around, the things that you listen to, the things that you watch, that matters so much. And I know we're kind of talking about, it's kind of two different topics, but they do connect. Let's say you have this group of friends and they're talking and talking about doing and encouraging you to do these things that you don't want to do, and they're just really negative and bringing you down all the time, and the way that they talk, it doesn't sit right with you and you don't like it. Change your group of friends. I know some people are oh, but I have to be loyal to my friends. If they are bringing you down, change it. Change the people that you're around. You are the sum of the 5 people that you hang around the most. I don't know where I heard that. I don't remember where I heard it. I heard it multiple times actually. But you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang around most. And if the 5 people that you hang around most are negative and bring you down and talk about things that do not sit right with your soul and are not valuable to you, stop hanging out with them. This also counts for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Social media counts as a whole person if you're on it all the time. So be mindful of the things that you look on social media as well, because what you can do because social media can be either really beneficial or really negative, but it depends on the way you set it up. And the reason I say that is because I do spend a lot of time on social media. However, on Instagram, I follow hashtags of things that I like. So I follow hashtags of art, of podcasts, of dance, of music, food, but just different things that actually make me feel good, positive people, spiritual people. I follow those kinds of hashtags. And anytime, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat or wherever else, I see somebody consistently posting negative things and things that just, after I read it or see it, make me feel like garbage, because whatever they're talking about is just negative and just brings me down, I remove them. It's social media. If they get offended, that's on them, not you. So pay attention to what you're looking at on social media as well, and also limit your time on it too. Just because we all know social media can seriously influence you, and without you realizing it. So just be mindful of how much time you're spending on social media and what you're looking at when you're on it. So that can count as a whole other person. Also the news. I promise, I pinky promise, pinky swear that whatever information that you need to know, you will know. You're gonna find out, you're gonna know. And sitting down and watching the news all the time and getting filled with all with all the horrible things that are going on is not benefiting anybody. It's not benefiting you. It's not benefiting you. It's not benefiting anyone around you. It's not even benefiting the news, other than them just filling you with these negative things to scare you. And are true things going on that are on the news? Yeah, true things happen on there, but also there's a lot of positive things going on that are not put on the news. So point is, whatever it is that you're like sitting on the news, like waiting to find out, like you're gonna know. Like currently, in this moment, we are waiting to find out who the next president of the United States, as I'm recording this. It is currently between two people. And, well, just like every other election, but it's currently between two people that everyone's super, super anxious. And I say that because it's 2020. I'm not going to mention names. You know who it is, if you know. But it's 2020 right now, and this is probably the most stressful election I've ever, like, been a part of. And I mean, granted, it's not been many elections that I've been a part of. Point is, we're gonna know. Sitting down trying to be, oh, well, this state is leading in this, and this state is leading in that, and then like getting stressed and anxiety about it, it's pointless, and there's really no reason. And that's just one example, but whatever it is that you're going to need to know, you're gonna find out. So don't sit and watch the news 24/7. Also, your music. At this point, I'm listing different things that can affect your mindset. Your music. I love all kinds of music, and I know you hear that from lots of people all the time, but I really do. I love classical. I love my Spanish music. I love rock music. I love alternative. And everything in between. I really do. I just have this love for music. I went to a performing arts high school for music, for singing. So I love singing. And I love all kinds of music. So like that was just like a little side note. It's like, so you know, like I love music. Anyway, point is, and I listen to all of it. However, I notice when I listen to something for a certain amount of time, how I start to feel. So like I love heavy metal. And I love screamo. And I'll listen to it sometimes. But if I listen to it all day, every day, for a few days straight, I notice that my mindset gets really, really negative. And I won't notice it like right away that it's because of that, but I'll start to like feel like tired and down, and my mindset just like being what it normally isn't. And I'm like, the first thing that I ask myself is, what kind of music have I been into lately? And if I've noticed that like I've been listening to that for a little too long, I'm like, oh, it's that, and then I'll make that change. And that doesn't mean I can't listen to it anymore. It just means for the time being, let's listen to something else. So pay attention to those things. Pay attention to the people you're around, even family. I know sometimes it's like, I know sometimes it's like you can't necessarily avoid certain people, and that's fine, but have a guard. Like, and I don't mean like block people out, but have like a mental, like, okay, I know that this is how they are, and this is not me. Like, this has nothing to do with me, so we're gonna block that out. Or, for example, in my household, we have somebody in the house who loves to watch the news all day, every day, and I do not. So I'll literally walk through the house with headphones in, listening to personal development. That's the other thing too. Whatever you listen to the first 20 minutes of your day is going to set your spirit up for the day. So if you listen to negative stuff first thing in the morning, that's the rest of your day. It's going to be like that. If you listen to positive things in the morning, the rest of your day is going to be like that. I don't mean like nothing bad will happen. I mean your mindset will be like that, right? So do what I do. I put in headphones, or I will literally do one of these la 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 la, like through the house. But point is, in all of the things that I've just said, you can change the direction that your life is going in, and it doesn't matter how long you've been going down that path, how short it's been, how long it's been, you can still change the direction, and nobody has a say. And if your mindset about life in general is just negative, pay attention to the things that you're doing, to the way that your brain is being filled, and change it. If you don't like the way you feel, pay attention to what you're eating too. That's another thing, and that's probably a whole nother episode, to be honest. But what you're eating, the things that you're doing, the people that you're around, what you're listening to, what you're watching, movies, shows, news, like all of the things, pay attention to that. I promise, change your mindset, change your life. 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 That is all. So I hope that this was helpful to you guys, and that's all I have for you today. And I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and liking. If you haven't already, please do both. Follow me at Trust Your Journey on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts once that's up. Still working on that, but I hope that no matter what's going on in your world, that you remember that you are always growing, you're always glowing, and that you are so loved. And I will see you next Thursday. Mwah.